I don't know how to say this. There might be a lot of people who are still upset that somewhere, somehow, Xbox decided that it was going to advance itself in gaming. Now, I don't, you know what? I'm not going to call any names in this video. I just want to wait a little bit. Let this whole stuff simmer. Phil Spencer said gaming moves forward when players and developers have more ways to play and create, especially across open platforms. Expanding access across PC, console, and handheld devices reflects a future built on choice, core values that have guided Xbox's vision from the start. As one of the largest publishers on Steam, we welcome new options for players to access games everywhere. Congrats on today's announcement. That's probably what he intended to say, and he basically quoted Valve's launch of their hardware efforts. If I scroll down, you're going to see a lot of fanboy nonsense. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically watch MLB The Show footage. Then I'm going to close this window so I'm not tempted to start pretty much dragging ideas through the mud. I really am not interested in doing that because a lot of these people have to admit that they are behind the times in terms of what gaming access needs to be. Those of you that have been playing on PC, you already know that this is the way things ought to have been for a long time. The stranglehold was only Novell to, in my opinion, the one who had basically been infused with this mundane marketing. That somewhere, somehow, an ecosystem basically, in a sense, pretending to be more than it is, behind some walled garden, is the way or what makes games special. All of these people have lost their joy of gaming. Many of them have. Not all of them, but most of them seem to have. They seem to not care much for the games. They seem to only care that the platform is either doing this or doing that. And they're constantly whining and complaining. And these are grown adult men. It's almost shameful at this point. But again, like I said, I digress from any pointing of fingers because this thing is absolutely weird to me. It's strange. Absolutely strange. You see, Valve is doing it now. So you know what they're doing? They're upset because Valve is validating Xbox's direction. PlayStation is validating Xbox's direction. And so now it's very inconvenient because there's no way they want to turn around and try to look. There's always going to be someone that says this is the way things need to go because this is the way things have always gone. These console holders, they somehow thought that they could fight the wind. That's what they thought for 17 years. 17 years. If not more. Games were pretty much running amok in this hidden agenda that they called walled gardens. And you know what was very shameful? Most gamers thought that this was the way things should go. But I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely insane. Insane. Let me show you something. MLB The Show. This is it right here. 1997, this game launches and had been a thing in terms of exclusive for many, many years. 1997 to 2007, 10 years. To 2017, 20 years. MLB The Show had sat on PlayStation as an exclusive game for over 20 years. They were using it as a carrot on the stick of some kind to pretty much pull people to their ecosystem, according to them, when in reality, the last 30 years, the game that has pretty much been pulling people to the ecosystem more than any other game was a multi-platform game called Call of Duty. Do you see the bogus nonsense that's going on? That's why I told you these people are all now boxed in. The same MLB The Show gets highlighted in almost every PlayStation presentation after they sneakishly told everyone, that PlayStation, basically wanted MLB exclusive, but MLB wanted the game to be multi-platform. These same people right here are pretending that Xbox's paradigm, and I'm a PC gamer. I'm literally so frustrated with people that call themselves the internal Xbox guys. See, dude, you were basically being in the forerunners and the loud mouths that represented the Xbox community for the most part, not all of them, but there were a number of them that were absolutely fugazi folk or just don't have the capacity to actually go ahead and absorb this new market concept to them. That's been an old market concept to everybody else. This is what you're dealing with right now. This is y'all. This kind of stuff. And if I call names, I will drag their ideas until you can't find a shred of it. I'm avoiding these people now because I really just want to just keep going. We already did it. VG, you called it. Yes, I just want to take my W and quietly just turn to a different direction while they just do whatever the flip it is they're doing. Because this is just so wild. It is. Everyone is looking for money. Every direction you turn, every idea, every implementation, every strategy is so that these companies can continue to grow and make sure that they leverage themselves. The box is no longer the box that draws everything. Everybody is copying everybody. Oh, look, PlayStation third party, Ratchet and Clank mobile. Oh, wait, who else went on mobile? When I told you that Nintendo putting games on mobile was already indicating that they knew who their boss was. The market. What did y'all tell me? Oh, well, it's only 5 games on mobile. Okay, sleep on it. Sleep on it. Xbox done showed up and they picked up Candy Crush as a steal. MAUs everywhere. Well, who's looking at mobile and going, well, we better take our IP there. Nintendo's launching is it a Pokemon game they're launching day and date on mobile? And all of you want to come and sit out here and tell me that they're not a third-party publisher because the game is not a Nintendo game. And get the heck out of here. That's why I said I want to just take my own little thing and just turn and look a different direction because I cannot with these people. This has become crazy. They don't, and I'm not talking about PlayStation fanboys even. They're not even the subject matter. Do you know what? Like some of you don't even understand what I'm saying. I'm talking about some folk who have positioned themselves to be Xboxers doing this crap. This right here, that's what they're doing. And it's just so weird and it's just so wild because they have, for the most part, pretended not to acknowledge the truth, and now the truth has basically exposed them. And so what are they going to do? They're going to find all kinds of different ways to say some of the most mundane. They really will. Just watch them carefully. Don't say anything. Leave them. Let them just run free. Because in some weird reality of theirs, they think they still have credibility. So now what you need to do is you need to let them vet themselves. Sometimes you just got to let them speak. The market has changed and run away. It just didn't change. It changed and then it ran. And Phil Spencer was literally right there. They were talking nonsense. Xbox is going to go to the market with a Asus ROG for a handheld. You really think Xbox didn't know that they needed to move fast? I told you. I said they were right on time. I didn't even know that this Steam thing was going to be showing up on a random, when we call it random, but on a given Wednesday of such. But Xbox is no longer sitting behind and waiting. Had they started cranking out their own handheld, that thing would have a whole 2 years in the oven. And some of you were crying, I don't have my Xbox O operating system. It's trash. Permit me to talk. In this market today, it's trash. No one wants that at the capacity that would really get Xbox to where they need to be. Not saying that if you bought an Xbox, that you bought trash. I'm making a comparison. Don't come out here in the comment section. I'm going to yell at you. I'm making a comparison that the locked ecosystem is junk compared to the open platform. The open platform is what everybody right now is eyeing and saying, you know what? Why am I giving you money for multiplayer, for internet that I paid for? What are you giving me in return? Everyone is now asking the question. I can play Fortnite, got it. If I'm not a Fortnite player, you're not getting my money. I'm waiting for the Division 3 religiously. It's one of my favorite games. I'm like, Lord, please touch the hands of these devs to craft a solid gaming experience. I like developers to succeed. I kid you not. But these so-called stupid walled gardens are so frustrating. You got to understand. I'm looking forward to when they go ahead and make that game and they're like, it's cross-platform. And I just take my consoles and go, I don't know, gift them away. Hey, man, here's a console. You can have it. I'm never going to trade it to GameStop. Bye. What are we doing with it? What are we doing with it? When in today's day and age, the market is surpassing itself in all kinds of different ways. Like every minute, we wake up and the market is doing something new. The market is doing something new. Gaming has got to get past that nonsense. Nintendo, well, they already have their out. It's mobile. Y'all are still sitting there going, well, Nintendo ain't going to bring its games to PC. It's not going to bring it to PlayStation and Xbox, but it will bring it to your Apple iPhone and your Android phone, right? Okay, good, got it. But guys and girls, watch very carefully at these people who are basically spazzing and spurging. Many of them are deeply burned for their investment in the console war, and they're going to lash out. It's going to be weird, but I'm out. Please talk to me in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video. Peace out.